Chasers Podcast. Coming to you live and direct with your host and your moderator, Kevin L. Warren, along with his fellow co-hosts, Dorian, the D.A. Albreton, James, the Angry One Warren, Mike Mills, Daryl D-Dub Warren, and Dan K, the Hockey Dude. This is a real sports podcast for real fans. This is a sports podcast with no hot takes, no narratives, just real, unadulterated sports talk. Please be advised that there may be some colorful and explicit language. The Sports Chasers are the defenders of the fans. Now, here's your host and moderator, Kevin L. Warren!
What's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? This is the another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast, the fourth and short segment here as we talk about the NFL and NFL Media Week. The Super Bowl is upon us. The Super Bowl will be here next Sunday, I should say, at 6:20 p.m., man. Before we get into the show, let me just read this for you real quick. Welcome to the Sports Chasers Podcast. Before we jump into today's excitement, here's a quick call to action for all of our amazing listeners and viewers. If you're enjoying our content, please make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on preferred podcast platforms, and don't forget to engage with us on social media. Your support is crucial. It helps us grow and continue bringing you top-notch sports insights and discussions. Hit that like button, share our episodes with your friends, and drop a comment to join the conversation. We love hearing from you. Now let's get into all that sports you've been waiting for. That is the NFL. Let's meet the crew. The crew. We got the D-Dub. D-Dub, he's already Super Bowl ready with his Niners cap. There he goes.
Oh, yeah.
There he goes.
We Super Bowl bound.
He's Super Bowl ready. He's in Vegas. I mean, we're not in Vegas this year, but
he's doing it right.
Yeah. We Super Bowl bound.
We ready? You ready? We ready?
Yeah.
We ready? Go ahead. D-Dub, what's good, man? How are you tonight, sir? How's it going?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Everything's good. Can't complain. Monday. A couple of days away from the big game.
Okay. Got you. Did you freeze up? Oh, okay. Got you. We got the Angry One. Angry One, what's up, my brother? How are you, sir? What's going on, man?
What's going on, Kev? What's going on, gentlemen? How y'all doing tonight? You know what I'm saying? Everything's good, man. Monday night, you know how we do. Another Sports Chasers, fourth and short. See how we what's going to get into these things here for this big game here, man.
No doubt. The DA is frozen. We don't know what happened. We're going to start calling him Mr. Freeze because he's frozen once more again. We don't know what happened to him, but we'll definitely get back. We're going to jump into some Super Bowl stuff this weekend. This Monday. We're going to talk about some of the things, some stories. We'll talk about some other football stories. Looks like Coach Ron Rivera, is interviewing for the Cowboys defensive coordinator job. So we might have a trade going on. Dan Quinn becomes the Commanders QB. Their coach, and Ron Rivera is interviewing for the Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator. Also, the Giants, my Giants. We got a defensive coordinator after your main man left. In fact,
Wink.
Say it again.
Wink left, and Wink left, and we got a new guy, right?
Yeah, Shane Bowen from Tennessee. He was the Tennessee defensive coordinator. He's with the Giants, man. So we'll dive into that. We'll also dive into some of these questions about what was this mean for the Niners, things of that nature, man. But hey, a real quick story. We'll talk about this, and then we're getting into all the meat and potatoes, man, about the game and the insight. So we're gonna act like we're on media roll, but this is a story from CBS Sports. We have CBS Sports scrolling across our website. Make sure you visit our website. Super Bowl 2024. 49ers unhappy with soft practice field in Las Vegas, considering three options. This is from Jonathan Jones of CBS Sports. The San Francisco 49ers landed in Vegas on Sunday, and they're trying to get their footing ahead of Super Bowl 58. Sources tell CBS Sports some 49ers staffers are not pleased with the practice field at UNLV, where the NFL designated the NFC Championship practice during Super Bowl week. At issue, some sources say, is the firmness of the natural grass the NFL has laid over UNLV's artificial turf ahead of the 49ers practicing there. A 49ers advanced group that includes members of the equipment staff and ground team traveled to Las Vegas last week to check out the facilities. They feel the grass is too soft for the team to practice on. The team has considered alternative sources. The 49ers players and coaches have not yet visited the field, having just arrived in Vegas around 6:30 p.m. local time on Sunday. They are scheduled for a walkthrough there Monday afternoon. Sources say this is not a health and safety issue as much as it's simply a preference issue. Sources say the current surface at UNLV meets all NFL Players Association and independent standards. I'll start with E, the Angry.
I'm gonna just say this, man. I really don't care about no practice field as long as the playing field is supposed to. Please, San Francisco 49ers organization and fans, if y'all lose, please don't bring this shit up. Please. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Yeah, I get it. You want to have certain things in place when you practice or whatever, man. But yo, man, this is the last game of the year. You should already know. You should have did all your film preparation, all this stuff. You should already know how to cut, where to cut, and all that good stuff. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I ain't got too much more to say about this one.
Well, I'll do it for you, E. Yo, check this out, Kev. Yo, man, we ain't got no time for the boo-hoo whining and crying about practice field. We talking about practice field. Y'all got to get your shit together. Y'all know, okay, you're professionals. Yeah, this is not the first time that y'all had fields that was too soft, too hard, whatever the case is. You adjust. That's why you sent the guys out there a week ago to figure it out. So you figure it out. You even have coaches in the past that have gone on the field, do a walk around, do a walkthrough of the field. They'll decide if they go to whether now I'm just a lay person on the outside looking in, but I've heard that guys go and they change the size of the cleats, yes, the spike, right? So I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, I know it's just Monday, and this is the best we got. Was the field is too soft or too hard? I know this is Monday. I guess we got to start somewhere with just to have some news. You know, they don't want to start with Patrick Mahomes' daddy, but you know, we'll go to the field, which is fine. You know, that's off the field. Kudos to shout out to the Mahomes. They got to get that together because this is number 3 for him. And I heard this is possible jail time involved in that. So, but we'll see about that. What happens with that? But yeah, we talking about a football field, bro. I don't understand. This is nothing new for these guys.
I mean, you brought it up. I might as well address it.
I mean, it's been in the news. I mean, this is what we do, right? We cover the news and we cover what's going on in sports, bro.
From Jason Owens of Yahoo Sports, he reads, Patrick Mahomes' father, Patrick Mahomes Sr., was arrested Saturday by police in Tyler, Texas, on the charge of driving while intoxicated. Jail records show that Mahomes Sr. was charged, then released on a $10,000 bond. The arrest was designated as driving while intoxicated, 3rd or more. Jail records show 2 previous DWI charges, one from 2012 and another from 2018. Details from the arrest on Saturday were not immediately clear. Per court records cited by the Kansas City Star, Mahomes Sr. pleaded guilty to his 2018 DWA charge and served 40 days in jail. He served the sentence on the weekends and over a span 2019 to 2020. The arrest arrives days before his son Patrick is scheduled to lead the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl against the San Francisco 49ers. Patrick is seeking his 3rd Super Bowl ring and the 3rd Super Bowl MVP trophy. I
hate it for the young man. I hope it doesn't bother him as he moves forward because we was talking, I think, in the back about what does this mean for. I might be. Let me know. Excuse me if I was skipping ahead. What does this do for Mahomes and his legacy? if he hits number 3, because I believe this is 2 for him.
Yeah,
he already has 2, and going for 3, this puts him in a special category, man. You have to say that this puts him up there. He definitely surpasses Peyton Manning, no matter how you feel about him as far as talent wise. Yeah, Peyton only got 1. Elway has 2. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm
Peyton
wrong.
has 2, don't he?
Yeah, Peyton has 2.
Peyton has 2. I forgot with Denver, right? You're right. Yeah, you're right. Indianapolis and 1 with Denver. So Peyton has 2. But he surpasses if Mahomes gets 3. He surpasses those guys as far as in that book, regardless of what you feel talent wise or arm wise and all this other stuff. But if we just talk about championships, he's talented, and he would surpass those 2 guys, in my opinion, especially with this team. I note that also.
Gotcha.
And I guess his daddy's trying to keep up with these DUIs.
See, I wasn't taking no shots.
That up there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, you going 4 for 4 next year? I'm just saying.
Top dog is good. Like he not the regular daddy. He out there drinking and wilding out. So
Yeah, he wilding out, man. But this is you put that attention on baby boy. So, but hopefully he'll get his stuff together.
I don't think this really, my opinion, I don't think this is bother baby boy. I think he just keeps on and doing what he do, and dad needs some help.
That family has been played with off the field stuff all 100%. A lot of things that's not have even touched the national media. So this is.
Oh, you talking about Andy Reid?
No, we're talking about Mahomes.
Oh, you talking about Mahomes? Okay.
His brother and. Yeah.
I wasn't aware of his brother, but I was just at Andy Reid stuff when Andy Reid's son sideswiped and almost killed somebody. I mean, they were going through a lot.
Yeah, his kids got drugs.
We have a police blotter on this show. It looks like.
Well, I think one of Andy's kids, unfortunately, committed suicide. So,
unfortunately,
yeah, 100%.
But I think Mahomes is weird, man. It's like that other sport that we try not to dip into too much, man. But it's a reality where in this time, when dudes are throwing the way that they throw, and receivers are given the leeway to do what they want, he's that dude, man. He's that dude. For right now, I don't think he's the best they got. He's the best thing going right now. So I do say that. So.
Gotcha. It should be very interesting to say the least about this. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna bother him. I think he'll just carry on, man. He'll just carry on. Your thoughts on we was talking about legacy and stuff like that, and what does this do for him? What is this? Okay, prison of the moment, right? He has 2. Patrick Mahomes has 2. Now, I heard this morning, and I think yesterday morning, and I think this is ridiculous. How people I heard this yesterday morning. How how can you surpass they talking about that he's better than Brady. I'm like, how can that be? How can that be? He hasn't even played as many Super Bowls as Brady.
What are we talking about, man?
You gotta catch Joe Montana, homeboy. Like, stop, man.
Yeah, that exactly, D.
Put some respect on my man's name. Like, man, you bugging.
Yeah, again, that's what I said. Regardless of how you feel about talent, now some would say, Joe Montana was great during the Super Bowl runs, but compared him his arm strength and talent compared to others. He was a good quarterback.
Jeff George could throw the ball 100 yards.
Yeah, Jeff George could throw it to the moon. I mean,
no one cared. He wasn't shit.
Exactly. If you ain't got the ring, so I don't know what we talking about. We can't be talking about Brady status, and we didn't even get to Joe Montana.
Yeah, I think we
jumping the gun.
I think Junior got something queued up. Go ahead, Junior. Go ahead.
Michael Jordan now is the GOAT. Well, is LeBron James better than Michael Jordan? This is every day for some sports media. Every single day, this is some of it. So that's going to come with people tearing down Michael Jordan to either put up LeBron James or tear down LeBron James to put over Michael Jordan. It's starting to happen with Patrick Mahomes right now, where there's people saying he's already greatest of all time, better than Tom Brady. Tom Brady wasn't able to blah, 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 blah. Do you appreciate that? Do you respect that? Do you hate that? How do you feel about the bullshit that kind of comes alongside of being the greatest of all time for the biggest league on earth, Tom?
Yeah, I think that there's nothing that Patrick can do, in my opinion, that takes away from what I tried to accomplish in my career. And there's nothing that I did can take away from what he's trying to accomplish. I feel like all I tried to be was the best I could be. And I didn't, even though I had sporting idols, like I said, I could never be Steve Young. I could never be Joe Montana. Those are the guys I could never be. Dan Marino or John Elway. These were my childhood idols. And they had incredible careers, and they put as much as they could into their career, and I really respect them for that. And I just tried to do the same thing. And believe me, if anybody can go out there and win 7 Super Bowls, I have so much respect for them. I understand how difficult it is. I will congratulate them, and I'm going to, give whatever it is a big hug. I texted my friend who plays with Pat after the game, and I just said, tell him congrats. I mean, just awesome to watch him play. And I love watching him lead his team. And of all the things I love leadership, and I love people that are selfless. I hate selfish teammates. I don't like being around people that are self-serving and always trying to create their own self-serving narrative about who they are. I love teams. I love team sports. I love celebrating success with other people and the businesses I'm a part of, whether that's being a part of the Fox broadcast team. I know that I'm just playing one role.
Thank you from our
I'm with my man. Listen, man. Listen, that's this sport. That's any sport. What you do doesn't take away from the other, but that's the way our social shit is right now, where you gotta take away from one dude to build up another dude. Listen, man. I'm not talking about like dudes on the street. I'm talking about the motherfuckers on the television screen do that, and they started.
Right.
The DA said this. He been saying that. Go ahead.
You ain't got to do this. Like LeBron James is LeBron James.
Uh-oh.
No, listen. Well, all I was saying was this. Michael Jordan's somewhere minding his goddamn business. He ain't saying nothing about LeBron. He's saying, do what you do, young fella. That's it. That's what Tom Brady's saying. Do what you do, young fella. There's nothing you can do to take away from what I did or add to what I did.
And if you win 7, I congratulate you.
Yes.
Congratulations.
See, and my issue is this, man. And this is where television and these folks be bamboozling cats, man, is that dudes back in the days, and I've said this, they call their own offense, man. So it's a different thing to walk out to the center and look and see what's there. And say, yo, we're going to run 14, da-da-da-da-da-da. You guys don't want to tell you that, yo, the quarterback has a dude in his ear the whole time. It's not just like it was before the play, and it stops. Motherfucker tell you when to throw the ball.
Oh, but things are different now, DA.
That's right, it's different now. That's why they got rid of Goff, man, in L.A. because McVay was telling him where and when to throw the ball. And it was too much. So you snap the ball, you drop back to the left, throw to the left, to the left. You playing fucking Madden. That's gotta be a lot easier than a dude walking up and calling his own plays. And that's why I'm like, yo, we can't. It doesn't make sense for us at this point in time, at this juncture, to compare different
errors. Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
And Kevin, my brother, will always send me Jim Burt or somebody breaking Joe Montana's back.
I do.
He will always send me that shit. And I'll say, fuck you, Kev.
He does.
And text him back. But man, listen, they don't even hit the tweet QB like this anymore.
Nope, better not.
So the reality is
that would be a foul. That would be a penalty. That would be 15 yards.
No, you get thrown out the game, dog. That's
Jim Hurt got thrown out the game. You're right.
It wasn't an illegal hit. It was a good hit.
It
was just hard. It was too hard. It was too hard. Can't do that.
Unnecessary roughness.
Oh, well, this is why the game, there has to be a line as to what we're saying is the best and not the best based upon what we see, right? And if you're not playing in the same environment that other dudes played in, whether you believe it or not, it is different. I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying it's different. And we can't put Elway when he played and the way the Giants beat the hell out of him the first time. I mean, physically tore that man to shreds.
Yeah.
As opposed to even what Tom Brady, went through. He never got beat up like that. But the game was different. Rules changed. And we can't compare these guys, man. It's just, we didn't even have a 5,000-yard passer in the 90s, dog. 2000s, we had like Jameis Winston threw for 5,000 goddamn yards.
Somebody's mic? Anybody's mic? I'm sorry. Go ahead, D.
My mic. I'm just saying. Jameis Winston threw for 5,000 yards, man. We had nobody in the 90s throw for 5,000. Just so you know, like Baker Mayfield was close this year.
He was close, yeah.
Yeah, just so we know what we talking about, as opposed to the stars that played in the 90s. Troy Aikman, Steve Young, Joe Montana, dog. Like it's the game is different, man.
Yeah, the game is different, and my problem is everybody has revisionist history, and it's different eras. It's different eras. You can't hit the quarterback now. You can't at the 5 yards is your toast. You can't, you can't chuck the receiver no more at the 5 yard. That's it. You used to be able to go up.
Yeah, look, man, all those little rules mean a lot, man. Like you chucking the receiver. All those things mean a freaking lot to the game. And as we talk about, the refs haven't caught up yet either. The refs can't call a clean game now. These rules got them bamboozled. They don't know what's a catch, what ain't a catch. Oh, he's over the line. The ball and it didn't go in. What he's doing? Oh, it went out the back of the end zone. It's a safety. Okay, it's that at the 1 o'clock game, but you turn on the 4. Me and Darryl was on the phone, and we saw the same play in the 1 o'clock game and the 4 o'clock game, and it was called differently. What are we doing? What are we doing? Same end zone play, Cap.
Yep. Yeah.
NFL got a lot of work to do too. It seems like every league does, but they got.
Got you. Just to give you some those on the sporting bet context, the Kansas City Chiefs 2.5 point favorites on Sunday against the 49ers.
They were underdogs this morning by the same 2.5 points.
Yeah. So that stuff keeps changing. No, I'm sorry. Look, I read it wrong. I'm sorry. No, the Chiefs are still 2.5 point underdogs. I
was about to say. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I don't know why that is, but
yeah. I think it would be the opposite, but yeah, they know something that we don't know. Vegas knows something we know. The money line is 102 for the Chiefs, 100 minus 120 for the Niners, and the over under is 47.5 for the over under.
Ain't nothing worth the money on this Super Bowl, man. Ain't nothing out there worth the paper. Like it's no big money winners. You got to be rich to win big money.
Let me, before we talk about other NFL news, Mike Bristol, he's in the comments. Shout out to everybody in the comments, Deb, my mother, anybody else. I don't see anybody else. Shout out to all those that's watching on YouTube, Facebook. I don't have Instagram up because I came in very, very late. But shout out to you. But Mike Bristol, he went to the Pro Bowl yesterday.
Pro Bowl.
He said, let me read verbatim what he said. He said Pro Bowl was nice. A lot of folks. He said he doesn't like the format, but the reality is that the NFL will not allow guys to get hurt. The other events were nice as well. So yeah, I tuned in for a little bit. There was a little tug of war. Yeah, I mean, this is what it is.
Let me ask you.
Go ahead, you can ask. Yeah.
As opposed to what we had, I'll take this.
No, listen, I watched a little bit and I said, you're absolutely right. I would take this because at least they competed. The other stuff was it was awful in pads. So
yeah, and I actually believe that it'll get better at a point in time.
Field day in middle school. Our producer said it's like field day.
Yeah, but I'm saying like a lot of stuff was, but I mean, I'm
100%.
I'm gonna stop right to 7 for 7 on 7 touch flag game. That'll get better, I think, as dudes get better playing flag football. There is a difference, and sometimes whatever. But the NFL and the NBA, I give you guys the right thing to do every year. You don't do it. You got to take a team from outside, like the best, whatever. You make yourself some money all year long. You have another league, a flag league with old dudes, or dudes that can play, whatever. I don't care. And by the Pro Bowl, you have Team A playing against the pros. And then you'll see, because the pros don't want to lose. I say the same thing with basketball. You want to have a dunk contest? You got to get one of them air up there dudes from M1 against the NBA dudes and throw that $1 million up. Then we're going to see who gets serious with this. Who's trying to get this paper? So I think there's some things that they can still do, and it would bring out a lot more excitement if you could get a team of, cats that from, I don't know, Orlando that used to play in high school together that are playing, touch football, flag football, and they real good. Go up there and beat some pros up. Yeah, I think that'd be really cool because the pros play harder. Pros don't like to lose, so I think that would be a lot more fun to watch as well. So,
Gotcha. What did we go to? Yeah, like I said, Mike Bristol said they, a lot of people out there. It looked entertaining, to say the least. As long as they try to work on it. I rather they do this than what they had in the past, what they had in doing what they had on what they pads on. That was atrocious. What they was trying to do. Anybody, Eric, your thoughts on the Pro Bowl before we move on?
I mean, I agree. I mean, anything is better than what we was having. It's a transition. I mean, we just gotta get used to it, man. It's not what we grew up on, and it'll never go back to that. I mean, unless somebody comes up with a league and has all those rules in place, it's still not going to be the same. So it is what it is, man. I mean,
it is right there.
Our producer write this. He says, "Why can't it be about the players having fun against one another? That's what it is. A break is a time for the players to have fun, I think."
No.
Well, here's the thing. Because you're trying to sell it to me now. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not. You're selling me this nonsense. To me, to be honest with you, I get it. It is what it is. If it for me, I'd rather them just get rid of the whole thing and just send me a list of all your Pro Bowlers who you got for the year, and congratulations, guys. And if y'all don't really want to do the Pro Bowl anyway, so I mean, who we fooling? Y'all could go to get on a banana boat and do all of it what y'all want to do, and go have fun because y'all don't care about us anyway. So what are we talking about?
You don't want tug of war?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to see grown men in tug of war. I mean, this is not American Gladiators. I enjoy that better than.
Oh, but you interviewed Steve Everbeck though.
What? Man, I enjoyed the women's basketball game, collegiate, than I would enjoy the Pro Bowl, to be honest with you. So, you talking to an older guy who is not, even with the Super Bowl, man, the excitement for me on the Super Bowl level, I don't know. Well, that's his DA's team, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling the maybe it's Monday. It could change throughout the week by the time game time gets here. But right now, I'm not feeling it right now. So it's going to take a minute.
Carol's a hater.
Yeah, I'm a hater. The number one hater. Your number one hater is in the building.
I will say this off of what DW just said, man. Yo, man, we're not the audience anymore. That's just what it is. Yeah, that's just what it is. I've been telling these dudes for years. Change if you don't like what's on your fucking station, change the fucking channel.
Yeah,
we are not the audience anymore. The
we're
audience,
not the audience.
No.
So Junior, the hardcore football guys, the hardcore everything that we grew up watching, we are not the audience for those sports anymore. It is what it is.
Sure enough.
Hey, you don't get that. You don't get that gold watch or for being there for 10-year customer. What's that they used to give you when you was a customer? A toaster. You don't get the toaster no more, bro.
The toaster.
They raised the price on you to put the games on Peacock.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
What the hell? The Peacock?
Yeah.
No, bro, they don't care, man. It is what it is,
I'm
sorry if you joined us and you sound and you got the old hater on me.
Old hater on here.
Old hater D-Dub is on now.
Old hater on here. Well, I'm gonna let you know it's the truth anyway, man. Hey, what we say, man? I know what we saw. We know what we saw back in the day, man, and we know what was good and what was not great. So, go ahead, D.
It's a different world. I mean, Kev used to say back in the days, they got one idiot sitting in the damn room with a stupid idea, and he always says it.
Named Bob.
We have a tug of war.
Yeah, Bob. Yeah, this guy named Bob.
Come on, man. He's a grown ass man. Like a lot of that stuff now, I will say there were a lot of events that they did that they could have foregone. Like they didn't have to do all those events at all.
Well, I think they're trying to kind of, do the skills competition.
I think
NFL and NBA.
They got to figure that out. They got to figure out some different. So, like having the center snap the ball through a hole, that was that.
Okay, that's cornhole, B, with a football.
Ooh, man. Pause. But yeah, I didn't see it being, like there's certain pieces of it that were like, whatever. But I do think that there are areas for competition. And my thing has always been this. In sports, you will always win if you got people really competing. People like to watch people compete, right? So no one wants to see a race where one guy is running hard. Like it was good watching Usain Bolt for a while, but after a while when he was beating everybody, it was like, come on, man, damn. All right, we know you're the fastest. We got to have somebody beat you. And it happened, but the reality is that, listen, we don't want to see games where dudes don't compete. That's why I said the thing about, maybe you get the best guys from the XFL, USFL. Have them compete against the NFL guys in the flag football game. It has to be competition. And people will watch that shit, man. If the money's right and people come to play, people want to see people. Man, listen, man. I remember watching NBA All-Star games, man, and dudes would compete. That's what I'm saying. I just want to see people. If you're watching, people compete. I think that's why boxing and UFC and all the rest of these things always get a strong following, because people want to watch the competition happen. They want to see the they don't want to watch where it's no like the fight with Canelo and Charlo. Dudes is mad because they're like, yo, there was no competition here. Like Charlo threw five punches the whole fight, and that's it. No one wants to see that.
Hey D, I can't wait till we get that drop. I've been saying that. We've been saying the lack of competition between. We've been saying that the lack of competition, the whole thing about being friends, nobody's competing, everybody want to be on the same team. It's awful. It's not good for the sport, but nobody's addressing those points. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of it. That's another reason why the game has changed.
Or at least, man, be about your business enough that even if that is your friend, when you playing, he's not
correct. That's right.
You know?
Let's move on, gentlemen. Let's move on to some of the NFL transactions here. The Browns announced the hiring of Ken Dorsey as their offensive coordinator on Monday.
Did he get fired out there in Buffalo?
Yeah,
just saying. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, he got the job. Ken Dorsey is now. If you saw a viral video last season when I think they went for it or something like that, and you can see Ken Dorsey in the booth just destroying the booth. That went viral.
Wait, what job he got, bro?
He got the Cleveland Browns job now.
Ken Dorsey, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Ken Dorsey got the Cleveland Browns job. The Cowboys will meet with former Commanders head coach Ron Rivera about their defensive coordinator job. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reported per sources he will meet with them. Your thoughts on Coach Rivera possibly being the DC for the Dallas Cowboys? I'll give it to DA.
I have not seen him be a DC, so I don't know. I can't remember him being a DC.
Wasn't he one with the Bears?
I'm sure he was one before he begat with the.
We have to look that up. I
I'm
thought
sure
he was with the Bears. Yeah,
but I just don't remember it. And
yeah.
Oh, he was DC with the. Was it with the Chargers?
I think he's always a great coach and he's a calming influence. But I think with the Dallas Cowboys, it's not. That wasn't a matter of team. It was a matter of players and what they have. They got little guys. They don't have big guys to clog the middle, so they don't. They get ran on. Now, if he can in one season bring in, Vince Wilfork and Vince Wilfork's brother,
that's not going to happen. And you're right. It's going to take some scheming, right?
Yeah, it takes a few years for that to happen. So, and you talking about with the Dallas Cowboys, you know what you go to your boss say, listen, boss man, I need you to draft this, and that. And then boss man goes and drafts a shiny new toy. You're like, yo, man, we need a defensive lineman. Yeah, but I got this running back, 5'2", run real fast. I didn't ask. I need a defensive tackle.
Yeah.
And that's always going to be the problem with the Cowboys. So
yeah.
Ron was a DC with the Chargers back in 2010? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
They wasn't. I didn't know them to be good.
Yeah. Hey, your thoughts on Ron Rivera, Coach Rivera?
I mean, if he gets a job, I mean, we'll see. I'm like DA. I mean, it's been so long. I don't remember him. Like I do remember him being the coordinator there, but I don't remember exactly, what his X's and O's expertise was on defense. But I mean, look, man, the Cowboys don't have a bad team to begin with. They don't have a bad team to begin with, but we'll see what he does with them. You get a few guys back from injury. Hopefully, they could do something in free agency or whatever to help with the to stop the run because they got ran on. No, I'm not going to say that anyway. But yeah, they got ran on all year long. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I would have thought that. I would have thought that he would have went for a head coaching job, but maybe he just wanted to take a step back for a little bit.
Go take a break. You're right. He was a DC for the Chargers and Bears. You're right. We said it out there. Linebackers coach also for the Chargers and the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to other NFL news. The New York Giants, my New York Giants, have agreed to terms with Titans defensive coordinator Shane Bowen to be their next defensive coordinator. NFL insider Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero reported per sources. The Eagles announced the hiring of Kellen Moore as their offensive coordinator on Monday morning. There's musical chairs, I see. And
hopefully
this
he can
one
do better than that shit that they had this year. Lord,
what
just
the
saying.
offensive coordinator, the Eagles?
Yeah, for the Eagles ain't do like after week 10, everybody caught up like, oh, well, the stars are the only ones that's doing anything. Let's double AJ and let's double Smith. And let's see who they can figure out who's going to catch what over the middle. And that has not happened since like week 10.
Problem solving. They was like 1-7 down the rest of the stretch. Eagles didn't do anything defensively.
I don't know if Kellen Moore's going to do.
Defense.
Everybody got on him about what he did bad in Dallas. Listen. All right, I'm going to cut to the motherfucking chase. Sorry, Ma. They're playing musical chairs. Guess who's not going to get a chair? Guess who's wearing the music stop?
Well, you stole my thunder. I was into that.
My main man is going to be still standing. Everybody else going to be sitting.
Yeah, they going to be fighting for the chair.
And he going to be there with no chairs.
He going to be fighting with that little girl for the chair. You remember back in the day, he fighting for that chair.
Since DA set it up, the Commanders announced the hiring of Cliff Kingsbury, the team offensive coordinator, Monday morning. New head coach Dan Quinn announced at his introductory conference Tuesday that OC Eric Bieniemy will not be on the staff in 20.
No chairs for you, Eric. No chairs.
Well, yeah.
No chair, Bieniemy.
No chair.
Go ahead. You run around that music.
Shit.
Oh, damn.
Shit. He gonna have to play the music from his phone because they gonna cut the lights out, the music off, and everything.
Woo! And the funny thing was like, yo, real talk. When you watch the games, and I think when I got my knee done, I think I was on the phone with Kevin, and we were joking watching them lose to the Jets or something. But we both said, yo, these plays that the enemy is calling, when Howell executes, they look good. The offense was playing. They was getting it in. It just was not a consistent thing. And I know he had some beef with the players because they made them practice too hard or some foolishness like that.
Yeah.
But, that boy, maybe Eric don't read the union rules of what he's supposed to do. And he got them doing nutcrackers and whatnot. And they don't like it.
I do know, yeah, that's an issue about them holding longer practices and whatnot. But,
Bro, he can't be the only one that has held longer practices. And what are we talking about, man? Come on, bro. There's somebody that's blackballing Bieniemy who doesn't like the cat. It's just or he just doesn't interview good, like they've been saying. That's the code.
No.
He doesn't interview well.
I hate that word. He doesn't.
Bro, I didn't say it. It's not me.
He doesn't.
I'm just reporting. I'm reporting what the people are saying.
I got you, news media. Yes.
You come to interviews, smoking Newports and eating chicken and shit.
Hey, bro, that's what it seems like. Like he's coming with a bathrobe and slippers, bro. G, and he's coming in there with smoking a cigarette,
puts his feet on the desk. Hey, when do I?
When can I start?
Listen, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
he doesn't even come here.
Oh, that shit there is me, man.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
I can do this job.
This is all in fun and just. Please don't take this personal. Anybody, please. Oh my God.
He just jokes.
But he can't get a job, and it's always
an excuse. Why?
Excuses. And my thing is, he should get as much credit for Patrick Mahomes as anybody else. Yeah.
100%.
100%. Argue that. Yes.
They give it to Andy Reid. They never say the enemy had nothing to do with Mahomes. Never. And I'm like, well, either that's the truth or somebody's trying to, get this dude. Because he don't even get a chance, man. No. And I think there were times last year where that team played very well. I do have a problem with the players, asserting that he had them practicing too hard or whatever the heck it was, man. Because we all know anybody that play football, listen, you're going to run this play until you get it right. Ain't no water until you run this play right. So we've all been there. So I know in the pros he wasn't, stopping them from drinking water. But the reality is he's not going to get a job this year. Ain't no job unless you go to college. Or, he'd be there working at Piedmont. Now see him at UNCC at work.
Let me before we end, let me end on a lighter note. Hopefully, Coach Bieniemy will find a job somewhere. But let me end on a lighter note. We're going back to the bettors again. According to USA Today, the 5 best prop bets that you can use this week. So all those that's on your gambling apps, whatever. According to USA Today, we'd like to give the credit to Jack McKessie. He says here's the top 5 prop bets before we get on out of here. Brock Purdy over 12.5 rushing yards. According to BetMGM, 99% of the money was on this over when the line was still at 11.5. Purdy has averaged 6.2 rushing yards games in 25 regular season games, but he has an average 17.2 yards rushing per game in 5 postseason starts. In the NFC game. Go ahead, D.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Okay, cool. E, what you thought?
Yeah, I would go with that too. I mean, yeah. He showed prowess in that regard. So yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. We'll go to the other one. If my screen doesn't back up here.
And Kansas City gets pressure, and we're pretty been running for his life, boy.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The second one, Isaiah Pacheco over 67 rushing yards.
Yeah.
Pacheco has rushed for 68 yards or more in all but one of his 6 career postseason games. He's reached that rushing yards total in 10 of his 31 regular season games over 2 years in the NFL. The AFC Championship, Pacheco has 68 yards against the Rams.
Yeah. Well, if he's going against what's his name, Chase Young, if he goes on Chase Young's side, I think he'll get all that and more.
Man,
I'm just saying.
I would take that only if as long as Kansas City follows suit and rushes the ball like they've been doing 25, 30 times, and Pacheco gets the ball 20, 25 times, he'll get 68 yards.
Yeah, Pacheco's good for that.
Yeah.
Prop bet number 3, according to USA Today, Travis Kelce.
I'm waiting for that number 1 bet that's coming up. I'm waiting to hear a name. I'm gonna jump all over that one. But go ahead.
Travis Kelce over 70.5 receiving yards.
Yeah, my secondary sucks.
So he might get 100 plus.
Yeah, unless we knock Mahomes out. Yes.
Yeah. So you can take that. Christian McCaffrey over 89.5 rushing yards. I'll get that to D Dubs.
How much?
Let me read that again. Over 89.5 rushing yards.
89. Nah.
Receiving yards, yes, but not rushing.
Rushing yards, he might get maybe a 70 spot, 75 spot.
McCaffrey has been one of the 49ers' top assets on offense all season with an average of 91.2 rushing yards per game in a season that earned him his second first-team All-Pro nod. The Stanford product has over 90 yards rushing in both of San Francisco playoff games this season.
I mean, the Chiefs' defense will have to be so tired. I mean, I don't think he's going to get 90 plus. Nah.
Gotcha. The last one, DA, what's your thoughts on your man getting 89.5 rushing yards? You take that, you put some money on it, you lay something on it?
I'll put a rack on it.
Okay. All right. All right.
I really put a wrap on that one.
Travis Kelce over 6.5 receptions. I take that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
Oh yeah.
That'd be easy.
That's
baby mama up in the stands.
Yeah. Was that the last one?
Yeah.
No, but you have one. I'm pretty sure you. I know you was going.
Yeah,
in,
I got one. I got one for the panel.
Yeah, go ahead.
I say 13 and a half shots of Taylor Swift by halftime.
By halftime?
Yeah.
Nah,
by halftime.
I don't think they'll do 13.
13's a lot.
That's a lot.
Think about it.
I got it at 7.
Nah, I'm not taking that 13. Nope.
Yeah, I'm not
13's high.
No, that's high. If it was before the game, yes.
And he's gonna have me counting. He's gonna have me counting. Watch.
Did y'all see that article of how much money the NFL has generated because of that young lady? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got that.
I go 10.
I go 10. If Junior could pull that article up for us real quick before we get out of here. That's a lot.
Hey, I got one for you. How many times are people gonna go into the barbershop and get a Travis Kelce fade?
Get away from me.
Is that from the west of the Mississippi?
Yo, did y'all?
Yo, man.
Is gonna do it.
So all that have not been having been watching.
Travis Kelce fade. Stop it.
The New York Times, for whatever reason, I don't know how they got this. So Travis Kelce gets a fade. Now, us African American folks, black people, whatever you want to call us, but black people, we've been getting fade since forever.
My Spanish brothers.
Forever. Our Spanish brothers, forever.
Stop.
Now they want to reinvent the wheel, revisionist history, and call what he got was a fade where they lighten up the front, lighten up the bottom there, and then they. I was like, how's this the Travis Kelce? We've been calling it the fade. When you go to the barbershop, well, I ain't got no hair no more, but when I used to, right? Hey, I used to tell my barber.
Long time ago.
My cousin Aaron. Shout out to my cousin Aaron. Yo, kid. Yo, let me get a little fade on the sides. Boom. You know what I meant? I never had to tell him to go give me a Travis Kelce or the whatchamacallit. Bro,
I don't even have energy to even address this because this is such nonsense right here. That the fact that these people, man, they don't even do their work. They don't even know where stuff start from, and then they just take stuff and position it and put it on somebody else's plate and say, hey, you got it. You run with the torch and that. It's like, dude, stop.
The Travis Kelce.
Hey, this is the new era of journalism, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the new media. The new media. This is the new old media. That's old media.
The new old legacy media, right? Where no, we don't subscribe to that because that's a bunch of nonsense. So the Junior is our super producer. He's showing Travis Kelce's famous. Scroll up a little bit more, Junior. His famous, whatever you want to call it.
Wears a fade like everybody else, man.
It's a fade. Everybody else been getting for 100. Early 1980s, late 1980s, mid 1980s.
Yeah, and if you're a military dude,
you've been doing exactly, D.
Scroll back up, Junior, and they've been, and rightfully so, they've been killing this. They've been killing this reporter from the New York Times. What's her name here? Her name is
First name, last name, ass.
We're gonna be
respectful. Yeah, man.
What's her name? I can't see.
No, D's right.
Yeah, first name stupid.
Yeah, throw it in the chat, man. Hold on.
Throw it in the chat, man. But yeah, she kind of came up with this, and I was like, the Travis Kelce? I said, do I have to go dig in my crates in the 90s and go show her what the Kevin L. Warren?
Yo.
Give me a break, man. So pretty sure the high top fade will be the what?
We don't kid and play. We don't talk. I mean, give me a break, dog. Stop.
Can't do it, man. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, I ain't got no energy. Right? I'm sorry.
Shout out to Kid and Play, man.
They had them on. They got them doing commercials right now.
Yeah. And his fade looking terrible, dog.
You need to go ahead and get that away.
I say, kid, bro, you looking crazy out here in these streets, bro. I know you 67 plus, man, but you ain't got to look like that at 60, dog. Stop.
Get that fake Steve Harvey joint up in there.
Steve, what's that? What Cat will you say? The man unit? Get you.
The man right here.
You better go get that man unit, boy.
That on your head there, boy. That man unit is good. Get the whole piece put in there one time, son.
Oh, man.
Go in there with no hair, come out there with hair. Like, yeah, son.
Yeah.
Listen,
white because half of that hair pencil, you know.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it
Stop.
out.
Stop.
Everybody tries to reinvent the wheel, and it's at everybody's vocation, everybody's job, and sometimes it doesn't need to be. It's just just call it the fade. That's it. It's
man.
Yeah.
So, I'm the fella with the high top fade. You know?
That's it. That's it. No, we got to reinvent the wheel, man.
Clown stuff, man. Clown stuff.
Yo, my main man Kwame, we got Big Daddy Cam. I mean, dog, what are we talking about? But go ahead, man. Yo, it's been real.
It's definitely real.
I would say he's a great tight end. All that outside stuff, I don't think it bothers him, and I think he's going to have a good game. I'm just hoping that my man Kittles can outdo him one time. That's all. Because he's the same thing that Kelce is for Mahomes. Kittles is the same thing for Brady. He's the safety valve. Like when things ain't right.
Oh yeah.
You go to Kittles.
Well, that's the one thing is your quarterback. He has to get the ball to him, to Kittles.
Okay. May I real quick, Kevin?
Go ahead. You got your
I know we're about to be out of here.
Yeah.
I think it's the NFL topic, and I'll say it, man. Yeah, we gotta stop the hate for Cam Newton, man. Real talk. Cam Newton did not disrespect that kid. And he's my quarterback. I'm a 49er fan since 1980. He just said the dude was a game manager, which is not a curse. That's not a bad thing for anybody that knows and loves football. Yeah, you know, before you are a star, this is where you start here at the game manager spot where you're doing what you're told before you try to do extra shit. And then he said, yo, there are 10 dudes on the team better than him. That, and he didn't lie. And it was nothing personal. And I like Purdy. But Purdy comes back and says, yeah, well, at least I'm still playing in the league and you're not, blah, blah, blah. But, it ain't nothing personal. I can name 10 dudes on the team that anybody would rather have than you. Greenlaw, the Armstead, Joey Bosa, there's a bunch of dudes you can name before you get down to saying Brock Purdy. So Cam didn't lie, and I don't think he was trying to be disrespectful. But we are at a point in time now where, again, people cannot even disagree. Like, you don't have to agree with Cam, but you don't have to diss him either. And I don't understand what world we're in where a man cannot have an opinion anymore. I don't think it's right.
Well, yes, we live in this this world of where you can't voice your opinion, and if you do it, you're demonized, whatever it is, and it's really a shame. And I'll just say this about Cam: if you give it, you got to take it too. Now that stuff that homegirl did on ESPN when she disrespected him and tried to dismiss him, she deserved all the smoke for trying to dismiss an NFL quarterback. And and I think my thoughts is game manager now is just deemed such a bad kind of a negative connotation. Like we said, what's his name with Baltimore? He was a game manager and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just a ride, and that's from who? The legacy media pushing their stupid narrative for that. I don't care what nobody said. They push it, and the 4-letter network, the one that's an animal, yeah, they push their dumb narratives. We're narrative free over here. We tell it like it is. E, you had something to say. E look like you had something.
No, I would not. I mean, I already said about that with that Cam thing. Yo, man, if you don't agree, like, that whole, I'm not even going to get back into that, man. It's, yo, man. He understands. He played the position, and he played it at a higher scale than anybody once upon a time. Now, people can say what they want. Oh, that was once upon a time. You're doing it from your couch, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. What are you? You're not even the best at what you're doing, and yet you're going to try and tear down somebody else for an opinion. It is what it is, man. I just wanted to say this. Yo, man. San Fran, you better get your redemption in this game, man. That's all I'm going to say. And I reason why I say that because you should have won the last one. You let the little cheater get away. And that's what it is. Okay, fine. They don't have no cheetah. They ain't got no pumas. They ain't got no. Y'all have all of what you need. You got the coach. You got the players. Go out there and execute, and we'll see what happens. But I will say this: I'm not the conspiracy theorist because that's my man DA. But yeah, I'm in his wheelhouse. So I will say this: if I had to pick, I've been claiming San Fran's been the best team for the last 2 years. When everybody was hollering Philadelphia and hollering this team and that team, I said, when healthy, there is no complete team like San Fran. Now, this is a Super Bowl. This is the big buddy, and there's nobody bigger at this present moment than Mr. Mahomes. So if I had to choose, of course, I'll be rooting for Kansas. I'm rooting for San Fran, but I will not be surprised if Mr. Mahomes somehow, some way pulls a rabbit out of a hat once again and gets his third. That's all I got, Kev. That's all I want to say.
We gotta hit him. We gotta hit him all game. Yes.
D-Dub, your thoughts before we get out of here?
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, I agree with E, man. Yo, I've been picking against Kansas City all year, and they've been finding a way how to freaking do a Lamar Jackson and escape their pocket and win the game. But I'm pulling for San Francisco. But San Francisco really got to beat the champion. They got to take them out, and they got to take them out. And I would say try to embarrass them if they can. If they really can, and just put it on them. But it's gonna be tough. I don't think Andy Reid, great coach. I don't think he gets enough credit. I think that a lot of credit is still going to Mahomes, and I think Andy Reid and his coaching staff got to get more credit than they do. But should be an entertaining game. I'm pulling for San Francisco. I hope San Francisco get the job done because I'm really not a fan, and I don't want to see Travis and this girl party the night away. That's all it's going to be about. And I just don't want to see it. Yeah,
13 and a half.
Yes, I was about to say that, Kev. I am the hater. Maybe not the number one hater, but I'm the hater of this show.
Swifters is out there, boys. Swifters getting it in.
Yeah, the Swifters, the Swifters, Swifties, white bees. I don't care.
Swifties. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't want to call y'all out. I didn't mean that.
Yeah. So
football out there.
But hopefully, hopefully entertain the game, and hopefully I get the energy up.
It's only Monday. And
like I said, it's only Monday. So holler back at me on Thursday.
It's only Monday. Hopefully next year we'll be at Media Row, and what I'm saying, and we'll be asking some of these great questions. Go ahead, DA.
Yeah.
Well, like next year.
I forgot where it's at. Where's the Super Bowl at, real quick, producer? Before we get out of here, another show without outro music, but we'll have it on Thursday. I promise you. We're a little. So I'm just gonna be just a hey.
I gladly.
But when we get the outro, it's gonna be banging, including the intro. So as you can see, we got our own countdown music, our own, because everybody uses the it looks like everybody uses the platform that we use. They use that countdown. So we got our own countdown. New Orleans, yes.
New Orleans.
Thank you, Mike Bristol. Appreciate it, bro. New Orleans is where the Super Bowl. So yeah, we're gonna seek to be a media role next year for the Super Bowl.
Next year. Yeah, it's New Orleans Caesar Superdome. No, that's Super Bowl 59 and Levi Stadium, Super Bowl 26.
Yep. Listen, we're gonna get out here. Make sure. Go ahead.
Super Bowl 60 in 2026. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Make sure you click and subscribe to the channel. Also on the podcast side, you also give us that 5-star review. Like and share this on the YouTube side, and like I said, love us or hate us on the podcast side. Give us those wonderful comments or whatever comments you want to leave. We appreciate all those that watch, man. So listen, Thursday, look for a really good show on Thursday, man. We'll do some more Super Bowl talk. We'll have Ryan back on. Ryan will bless us. We'll talk more NBA. More NBA. More NBA. I think next week is the All-Star game or whatever. So we'll be talking about Ryan. Will be talking and discussing the NBA. And we'll be back on this football stuff. We'll talk some NHL hockey. Look out for some standalone episodes that we're coming out. If you did not watch the R.C. Everbeck interview, you got to watch it. It's about 20 minutes. It's in 2 parts. Me and D-Dub did it while we was in Orlando at Podfest 2024. This guy is crazy. If you want to hear a story, go check it out. Go share it with somebody. You talk about perseverance and the will to win and do whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's that guy right there. Shout out to my main man, R.C. Everbeck, man. His story is incredible. Make sure you share.
Good dude, too.
Good dude, too.
Yeah.
Good dude, too. And looks like he will help anybody, man. And he sought out the sports chasers when we got there. Because like I told you, when we came to Podfest, we was only one of 2 sports podcasts out there, which I still find incredible. Listen, on behalf of
we love it.
Yeah, we love it. What'd you say, DX?
Everybody else is a debate show. We are a sports show. So there you go.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
God bless him. On behalf of myself, I'm Kevin L. Warren, your host and moderator for the DA, for Darryl D. Warren, for James the Angry One, for Mike Mills in his absence, and Dan the hockey dude in his absence. Also, shout out to my awesome super producer, Dorian Albritton Jr. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers podcast. No music. Sorry, but we'll have it on Thursday. Peace, be good.
Slacking.
Yeah, we are.
Later.